Good morning, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the username search in the OSINT tab of the case management system. So first thing I'm going to do is click these three. We're going to go ahead and search for, let's pick Elon Musk. Probably going to get a lot of false positives on here, but I'll walk through that here in just a second. We have the ability to sync to records that we have. So right now I have unassigned, and then I have Elon Musk. So I chose this in the dropdown. That's going to be an entity. So once it's assigned, and I'll go ahead and hit search. It is now using internal searching tools, some scripts, and a couple other tools, one being Blackbird. Blackbird looks at about 600, 700 sites. So all these sites together, we have about 800 possible sites we can search. Again, this does take a little bit of time. How it's working is trying to go to the website itself and then see if the user account exists. It is not using API backend. So this is think of it as a free solution. If it had API access, it would be a relatively expensive paid solution. So it's not going to be 100% accurate. There are sites that are trying to block this type of activity. So again, this is still doing a lot of stuff. There we go. Looks like a little bit more popped up. Now, it is the job of the investigator to vet and verify if it's false positive or true positive. The way you would do that is go to each one of these. Site says it's Elon Musk. So at that point, I would check. Whenever you check this is a verified evidence item. So I'll go ahead and capture. Just we have a little screenshot for it. That's being captured and stored into the evidence online social media, the site, and then site tag username, timestamp. Okay, this one, it does have data. Looks like it's true. So at least I'll do that as well. Theme forest. Again, there is an account. In real world, when you're doing true investigations, it would be your job to go through and then verify to see if these accounts are actually related to the individual. So for example, here it says Argentina, member since 2014. So you need a little bit more research on that, but at least we have kind of something to start building a dossier. So again, each one of these, you'd vet, verify, and again, you vet by clicking on those individual pages. If there is a page that makes you log in, you would log in within this window, and then you'd still be able to capture it. So let's do teletype. Again, realistically, especially if there's only one post, a lot of these are probably going to be false positives. So I will stop there. I'll go ahead and sync records. So whenever you hit sync records, it's only keeping the verified items or the things with the checkbox. So when you click on it, these are the ones that we also have screen captures for and have marked. Now at this point, you can go ahead and left click on report and makes a nice little intel report for you with the screen captures of each one, where you can go ahead and click on it. And then basically just open the open link in a new page, and then you'll see the full-blown graphic. But at this point, we do have it to where it was automatically captured. It is marked. We don't have any IP intelligence because that's going to be related to domain and IP information. But this is specifically for these areas. So if you do go to the entity, since we did assign it to an entity, we now have all of these items related to that individual. Now, realistically, these main sites are not going to be related to that individual in most cases. You can usually get rid of those, but these are. However, those domains you could go through and try to do research on those to see who to send cease and desist letters to or evidence capture letters. This is the main username associated with the user. All this content is getting filled out by stuff that we're doing inside of browser, web, and OSINT, if it has the assigned to. But in a nutshell, makes it pretty easy. Again, it does take a little bit of time, so it'd be something I would suggest starting and then doing something else for 10-15 minutes. But other than that, that is searching for a username, the OSINT search in the CSI Linux case management system.